This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The topic of half-day versus full-day kindergarten is back on the table in the Hazleton Area School District. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ken Kara and this is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. And here's your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The superintendent of the Hazleton Area School District says that the issue of half-day versus full-day kindergarten is back on the table. Dr. Craig Butler says the topic is going to be discussed again as a result of some issues that have arisen in terms of logistics with the half-day kindergarten that was implemented at the start of the current school year.
For example, on snow days, late start days, we lose the AM kindergarten, so those kids are a step behind the PM kids, logistically speaking. Furthermore, there's some concern, generally speaking, that because of the reduced time that kids are lagging behind in acquiring the standards they need, the skills they need to move on to first grade. I think the board members are, and I credit them completely, they're listening, they're filtering through this information, they're receiving it in good faith at this point. Whether or not we do move back to full day, that'll be a discussion down the line. That's of course a big decision that the board will need to make. We're looking at other options too, perhaps modifying the kindergarten days so that we can get additional time in. Maybe there's a halfway point between where we are and reinstilling the full day kindergarten. I think the board will want to hear those options, consider those options. Again, it's a big decision for them, and the reason why it has a huge impact on our budget.
Dr. Butler says full-day kindergarten would require an additional 15 teachers and additional classroom space, which is at a premium due to the increasing student population. Monday is Independence Day in the Dominican Republic. There will be a celebration in Hazleton on Sunday. Lisa Sugart sat down with the president of the Dominican House in Hazleton, Victor Perez, to learn more.
Now, for people who are not familiar with it, what does Independence Day signify in the Dominican Republic? Tell us how people there receive it.
Yes, well, the Dominican Republic got a long story after Mr. Columbus, who discovered our island, the Hispaniola, in the Caribbean. We have 173 years of celebration of the independence from 1844. A group of people they fight for the independence of the Dominican Republic. Juan Pablo Duarte, Francisco de Rosario Sanchez, and Ramon Matias Mella, they are the father of the country of the Dominican Republic. Included another person is Luperón. They work together and they give it the independence of the Dominican Republic from Haiti. Sometimes the people don't understand that the Dominican Republic independence coming from Haiti, not from France. The people is confused about that. It's part of the history. And that's why we celebrate that we are a country, a freedom country, and we are working to be the best every day in the Dominican Republic.
Now on Sunday, you are looking to hold a ceremony at Memorial Park in Hazleton at 10 a.m. And there are approximately, you said, at least 7,000 people from the Dominican Republic originally who have now come here to the Hazleton area and who are residents here in our area. So what does this mean? Why do you want to celebrate the Dominican Republic Independence Day? And tell us, what you hope to achieve through this.
The majority of people from Hispanic population are from Dominican Republic. More than 7,000 people. They are working in different places around. And we believe that the best opportunity to give us something positive from the Dominican Republic is to celebrate together with the whole community in the community park. We want to celebrate together and show something part of the culture, of our culture from the Dominican Republic, and what is our anthem, what the father of the Dominican Republic showed to us, how we have to follow the procedure to be best Dominican every day. That's why we want to celebrate together with the rest of the community.
So you're hoping that a lot of people will come out this Sunday at 10 o'clock to Memorial Park. You said it's about an hour long. You'll be doing the United States national anthem, and you'll also then be doing the Dominican Republic national anthem.
That's correct. We have to celebrate according with the law, according with the procedure. The national anthem of the United States of America is our country too, and the Dominican Republic anthem after that, because we believe that this is the way to celebrate together and give the opportunity to the rest of the people from the Dominican population to participate with us and remember what is the national anthem of the Dominican Republic and what that means. Because for example, we got a lot of people that they never come back to Dominican Republic, and her son or daughters, they never see the Dominican Republic, or they never know about the culture of the anthem, or what is the history of the Dominican Republic. That's why we believe that participating together, this is a support for the Dominican people in Dominican Republic and support for the Dominicans population in Hazleton, Pennsylvania.
So please come out this Sunday. You're cordially invited. Again, it is 10 a.m. at Memorial Park. Victor said it's only about an hour long out of your day to come out and just learn about each other, right, and come together as a community.
Thanks, Lisa. The Schuylkill County Chamber of Commerce hosted a Schuylkill Women in Business Luncheon today, and our very own Janine Mazurkevich, who operates the Socializer One, a division of SSPTV, was the featured speaker. This is a picture from before her presentation of her brother Sam Lassant Jr. taking some video for us. Janine explained how social media and video can be used effectively for area businesses. Today's program was held at J. Bartolet Volkswagen in Orwigsburg. If you would like to learn more about the Socializer One, contact Janine at our studio at 570-455-7267, or you can email her at janine@ssptv.com. If this next story were a Facebook post, it would have 5 septillion likes, even though there's only about 7 billion people on Earth, and that's because it's for free pizza. Frankie's Cold Pizza and their Pizza Express is now bringing their box cold pizza to your door. You have a chance to win a box of 12 slices of Frankie's Cold Pizza with their signature sauce and cheese blend, baked fresh all day with no preservatives. Call now 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your name and number. Tell us you want the Frankie's Pizza, and a winner will be drawn at random. You must pick up your prize at Frankie's by the close of business on Sunday. Be sure to check out the delivery schedule for Frankie's Express on their Facebook page. Still ahead, your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Monster Jam show at Mohegan Sun Arena tomorrow night, plus another history segment with Charles McElwee. And the Hazleton Area Recreation Program has big plans for this big building in the Heights in Hazleton. I have the story in sports.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, it's history time again, and that means it's time for Charles McElwee to join us. He is member of the Board of Directors for the Greater Hazleton Historical Society and Museum. And this time, you have a tale of a man from our area, from Jeansville, who made history. And this is a story I never heard before.
It's a fascinating story. His name is John Donlin from Jeansville, really a leader in the community during the Civil War era. And 2 years ago, Mark Bullock, who is an editor at the New York Times, came out with a book called The Sons of Molly Maguire. And it's a history of the Molly Maguires, but he mainly focuses on the Molly Maguire activity which existed in northern Carbon County and Banks Township. But at that time, there was Jeansville, Carbon County, the Hazleton area was a hotbed for draft resistance. And it was really these Irish immigrants who opposed the draft because they would lose their jobs if they had to go and fight, and there was no guarantee that they could return. And the federal government, along with the local coal establishment, decided they needed to crack down on these miners who were working to not only resist the draft, but form unions. So we were in the embryonic stages of the labor movement. And they thought if they could break up the unions, break up fraternal organizations like the Ancient Order of Hibernians, that they can lower the price of coal and also the price of labor. And that would help the union cause. So one of the guys was John Donlin, and he was arrested and sent to prison. And I'm going to read a passage from the book that describes what his wife did while he was in prison. So, among the first to be pardoned was Donlin, whose wife, according to family lore, made a personal plea to Lincoln after a remarkable trek to Washington on foot. With warring armies on either side of her, she carried their newborn baby in an old shawl, sleeping in hay ricks at night. Margaret Donlin camped out in front of the White House one morning after exhausting her pleas elsewhere and all her money on food, the story goes. At 7 a.m., after 2 days without food, she encountered the gaunt president, Abraham Lincoln, as he stepped from the executive mansion. When she told the man before her that he looked a lot like pictures she had seen of the president, he replied, "I am Mr. Lincoln." After she related her sorrowful tale, Lincoln invited her into the White House and had breakfast with her, then gave her money for a train ride home and promised to see her husband released, according to the story. And Bullock goes on to write that there is nothing in War Department documents about Margaret Donlin's remarkable odyssey, but it is a matter of record that Lincoln personally ordered her husband's release well before all others in Pardon 12 on December 30th, 1864. And that's family lore. And she would be remembered as saying he was the kindest, most wonderful man who had ever lived. And really, a fascinating story to think that to walk from Janesville to Washington, and that happened.
That's amazing. I mean, just to think about that she did it, and then that she was successful in actually getting to see the president, that's unthinkable.
Right, and a testament to Abraham Lincoln's character and why he's so celebrated to this day.
I'm surprised we haven't heard this story before, at least I haven't, so that's pretty impressive.
It is, and neither have I. So it's a book well worth reading, and you'll learn a lot about the Molly Maguire activity and as well the Civil War history in the Hazleton region during that period.
All right, another great story courtesy of our historian here, Charles McElwee, each and every week right here on SSPTV News.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
I'm going to go blind from shooting these weather shots, so I hope you appreciate them. I really appreciated the day outside in downtown Hazleton today. It was beautiful. Tonight, we can expect scattered showers, mainly between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy. We'll have a low of 51 degrees. Friday, 20% chance of some showers before 11 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 66. Friday night, we have a 30% chance of showers. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a low of 53 degrees. On Saturday, showers likely throughout the day, and we will have a high of 59 degrees. Saturday night, 30% chance of rain showers, then a slight chance of snow showers. We'll have a low of 29. Sunday, it's back to being winter again, mostly sunny, but a high of only 35 degrees. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 26. On Monday, 30% chance of snow showers before 1 p.m., then a chance of rain showers, partly sunny, high of 41. Monday night, mostly cloudy, low of 30 degrees.
Here, sitting in the Epernay room, it is the bridal suite at Sand Springs, and it is spacious and it is ready for a bridal party, isn't it, Rachel?
Yes, yes it is. What's nice about the Epernay room is we offer this to all of our brides. Okay. So they can actually get ready here that morning and take their time and relax. We have these really nice comfy couches up here. There's regular tables we even have a bathroom up here. Mm-hmm. So they could also order drinks and breakfast and lunch. So we try to create this really relaxing day for them, and I'm here that day and we're setting up their ballroom for their wedding. So they even get a chance to sort of see their room come to life, and they can walk down to the ballroom and see how everything is going. And it allows the bride to sort of just hang out with her friends, her bridesmaids, and also be involved with the day of planning for the wedding if she would like to be.
And also take a moment to just decompress. Know that you're here, you're on time, you have that moment to just be, to take that deep breath and just relax. You know you're not going to be late because you're already on property. If there are any last minute questions that they have or they want to see the room prior to, they can do so as well.
Yes. Another reason too for the Epernay room is after the ceremony and after they're done pictures, the bride and the bridal party can come back up here for a private cocktail hour with the bridal party.
I know some brides even have a change of wardrobe. Sometimes they will wear something more elaborate, more elegant, maybe with a train, and then they will switch into evening wear.
yeah, more like a party option for them. And also, too, during that private cocktail hour time, it allows the bride to bustle her dress and freshen up from pictures.
Switch her shoes.
Switch her shoes, yes. So that's something, too, that we also use the suite for. And even if, you know, the bridal party doesn't want to get ready here and they already had another place in mind, maybe their parents' house, even the groom and the groomsmen could get ready here if they chose. So there's really no limits. If the bride doesn't need to use it, then the groom certainly can.
It's just nice to have that option. So again,
Yes.
it's another room, another convenience for the bride and her entire wedding party and actually some of her guests.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again. We're here at Sand Springs. If you're recently engaged, call today to book your wedding here at Sand Springs.
If you're depressed from not winning the Powerball, maybe these numbers will cheer you up. They're your midday winning lottery numbers: pick 2, 92, pick 3, 432, pick 4, 8865, and pick 5, 88877. When we come back, we'll see what the future has in store for the former Pocono Market Fair building in the Hazelton Heights.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The Hazelton Area Recreation Program worked with the City of Hazelton to get a grant to assist with their plans for the former Pocono Market Fair building in the Hazelton Heights. Now they are ready to really start moving forward, and they announced some of their plans recently. This doesn't have the same feel as watching a beautiful field of corn blowing in a breeze as a voice whispers, "If you build it, they will come." James Earl Jones isn't going to come popping out of any doors here either. However, in the middle of a city that has long, cold winters, this can be a field of dreams. The building that housed the former Pocono Market Fair in the Hazelton Heights is massive, and now that a group called the Hazelton Area Recreation Program has a hold of it, the possibilities are just as big. Kellen Kolbacki went to Hershey High School. After that, it was off to James Madison University to play baseball, and then he was drafted after his junior year by the San Diego Padres. He worked his way up to the AA level in the outfield. He also played with the Lake Erie Crushers in an independent league before a shoulder injury ended his career. Now he helps train athletes in the Harrisburg area, and he would like to do the same at this facility in Hazelton. When Kolbacki was growing up in Hershey, he was a three-sport athlete, and he did indoor training the old-fashioned way with his baseball teammates.
For me, training for baseball, we would set up a cage in our basketball court and hit on the hardwood floors, and it would take our whole team to set it up, these huge steel beams, so it was quite troublesome to do.
Do you think some athletes have missed out on opportunities because there wasn't facilities like this, because they weren't either playing year-round or didn't have the opportunity to do it when it was cold or weren't multi-sport athletes?
It makes it more difficult. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but it's a struggle for families to maybe get there. You know, sometimes parents travel an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours just to find a location that can help their kid, and it's a sacrifice a lot of parents make out there. And in my experiences with clients I have, you know, it happens a lot, and you know, I feel very fortunate that people are willing to travel for me to help their kids in that way. But you know, it's also be awesome to have a chance to have a place that's closer for them too.
Kolbacki sees potential for more than just baseball here. He sees soccer and softball players running around, plus other athletes using strength and conditioning equipment. And then there's this, the ring, and the bags of the Hazelton Area Boxing Club. Keeman Jackson is the program director for the Hazelton Area Recreation Program. He's done martial arts for over 20 years, and he worked at a gym in the area that taught mixed martial arts.
We weren't just students and teachers, we were family. You know, we actually got to hang out outside of the gym and things like that. So I want to take the experiences that I gained from being over there at that gym and try to bring them here in a larger environment. It's all about community, you know. It's all about the community, communication and unity.
I asked him what he got out of martial arts and boxing.
One, definitely self-discipline, healthy lifestyle, helps you to respect yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror every day and you say, you know what, I love myself. Because there's a lot of times and a lot of issues in life where people can look at themselves and not respect themselves and not care for themselves. So if you're doing something that's a physical activity that's taking you to that next level and you can see with improvement within yourself, you want to stay with something that's going to improve you. You know, unfortunately, this is a hurt sport where people are going up, to go upside each other's heads, but at the end of the day, we all respect each other. We respect each other in training. We respect each other in the ring, during the fight, after the fight. We all become that big family unit, which we look for. It's all about pushing that person to the next level, making them better, which makes you feel better.
Right now, there's a lot of dreams for this place. Jackson would like to see concerts here, entertainment for the kids, programs for the homeless and for battered women in the area, and classes for English as a second language, and maybe even Chinese classes for those in the business field. That's a lot to dream about, but you know what they say. If you build it, they will come. This group is reaching for the sky in the heights. There is no time frame yet for when the sports training programs will be put in place at the Hazleton Area Recreation Programs Center. If you would like more information on Kellen Kolbacki, go to kolbackibaseball.com. Both Hazleton Area High School basketball teams will start their sub-regional playoff runs this Saturday in Berwick. In the semifinals, the boys tip off at 1 p.m. at the Berwick Area High School against Scranton. The girls' game is right after at 3 p.m. as they face Delaware Valley. The Hazleton Area High School Spirit Club and the Cougar Crazies are asking all local fans to wear white. The winners of each game will move on to the championship next weekend at the Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. The Monster Truck Triple Threat Series arrives tomorrow at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Wilkes-Barre Township, and you have a chance to win one pair of tickets to tomorrow night's show at 7 p.m. Call us now at 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your name and phone number. Tell us you want to win the Monster Jam tickets. One name will be drawn at random. For additional dates and times, log on to Mohegan Sun Arena, NEPA.com to see when there will be other shows going on for the Monster Jam. We'll be right back after our social report.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Hazleton Area PTA Council is hosting What's Your Story? Reflections Awards Banquet on Saturday, February 25th from 7 to 8:30. This event will be held at the Butler Township Community Center, located at 411 West Butler Drive in Drums. Light refreshments will be served. For more information, please call 570-956-0845. Our next announcement, Foundation 58 will be holding their 12th annual Bowling for the Brave, Sunday, March 19th. This event will be held at Chaco's Family Bowling Center in Wilkes-Barre. Registration starts at 2, bowling starts at 3. Each team plays 3 games with plenty of awards, prizes, pizza, tricky trays, merchandise, and more. Sign your team up now as spots are filling up fast. For info, visit foundation58.org. Our next announcement, Hazleton Avenue's Rehabilitation Partners, or HARP, is planning a night at the races to benefit their many programs. The event is Saturday, March 4th at Catholic Social Services Family Center in Hazleton. Doors open at 6, post time is 7, and attendees must be 21 years of age. Next announcement, the SAFE organization will be hosting their first annual Sham Rockin' for Autism, Saturday, March 18th from 7 to 11 p.m. Cost is $40 and includes 2 carving stations, hors d'oeuvres, DJ, cash bar, tricky trays, and 50/50s. And for more information, please call 570-822-7259. Our next announcement, the Pennsylvania State Police are now accepting applications for their annual Camp Cadet program. This camp is open to boys and girls between the ages of 12 and 14 and who reside in the Troop N area. The camp will be held July 16th through the 21st and will give young people a better understanding of law enforcement activities. For more info, just call 570-459-3890, extension 269. And finally, St. Michael's Church Hall, 300 West Oak Street in Shenandoah will be having a Pasanki Easter egg class on 2 different dates, Wednesday, April 5th from 6 to 9 p.m. and Saturday, April 8th from 9 a.m. to noon. Cost is $45 and includes all supplies, and everyone is guaranteed to leave class with a completed egg. For info, order.
Thanks again for watching today. Let's wrap up the week together tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.